Another thing, though, speaking of scouting reports, so I had a fun Twitter exchange with Jeff Fry earlier this week. He posted a
Oh,
scouting report of Derek Jeter, and the hit
oh yeah.
grade. I think you saw that, and the hit grade they gave Derek in high school. I don't know if you can believe this. I mean, my God, it was a 20, and they projected his hit tool to be a 40 in the future. And Jeff and I were joking about projectability, and it was a pretty cool exchange. But I think that scout certainly got that wrong.
Yeah.
So let me pull up the grade. I think I still have the tweet here. I want to pull up the grades for Jeter. The 20, it was, I couldn't believe they projected him to be a 20.
I mean, that's as low as
20
it
hit
gets.
tool. I mean, right, that's as low as it gets.
It's the worst number you can get.
Okay, I pulled it up here. And it's kind of grainy. It's tough to kind of see. So again, they put it hitting ability. That's what it was called back then, I guess. Which wasn't too long ago. I don't want to name the scout.
Right.
20. The scout got it right. This was written May 8th, 1992.
On an index card.
The hitting ability 20, future 40, power 20, future 40, running speed both 60, base running 50, future 60, arm strength 60, future 70. I don't know if I agreed with that either. Did Jeter have a 70 arm at his peak?
I don't know. That seems
so.
a little, yeah.
The accuracy 60-60. I would have flipped that. I would have actually flipped that. No, the accuracy would be 70. 70 is a tough grade to give. You're really starting to enter.
When was this?
Yeah.
When was this?
This was written.
Does it have a date?
May 5th. Excuse me, May 8th, 1992.
Okay.
Yeah. His fielding 50 and then future 60, range 50-60, instinct 50-60. Probably would have given that 70 future. Aggressiveness 50-50. I would have given that 50 or 60-70. Okay.
But we weren't there either.
Right. So
you know what I mean? We don't know what he was like. And that's such the hard part about scouting and player development is number one, you don't know that it's a 17, 18-year-old kid.
Yeah.
And then at least I think he was. Did he go to Michigan or
no? He did not.
He signed out of high school, right?
He was signed to go to Michigan, but he signed out of high school. Yeah.
Yeah. So, it's so hard. You can look back and say, well, that. Maybe he didn't find very many barrels. Maybe he did. Maybe he got better. Maybe he was such a hard worker. Maybe his footwork made his arm better. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, it's such a crapshoot.
Right.
I mean, it really is when you take that kind of ability and you look at it, because there's so many intangibles. Now, for me, some of that's really easy. Running, fielding, throwing. Mm-hmm. Okay, you're in control of all of those. Base running, you're in control of all of those.
Yeah.
But hitting, like I can look at mechanics and be like, okay, this is fantastic.
Yeah.
But I don't know if they have a degenerate eye disorder. Yeah. I don't know if they have bad depth perception. Yeah. I don't know if it creates stress when they stand in the batter's box. I don't know if they try to.
Well, that could be makeup too. That part could be makeup, and that's factored in as well.
Yeah. It's just hitting a darn ball.
Yeah.
There are so many factors. Now I know if there's issues in the swing. Mm-hmm. Okay, that issue right there. If that doesn't get fixed, there's no chance.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I see a lot of those on draft boards, whether they're American players or Latin players, where oh my God, that needs a ton of work.
Yeah.
But sometimes those guys still get signed.
Right.
Because they are special athletes and they do other things that, maybe I don't see. So it's a fun game. I think it's cool that you do that on your own because you're going to be a general manager one day.
We all have our peaks in life. I don't know if that's my peak. So I don't know if that's my my ceiling.
As long as it's not a plateau.
Don't
plateau.
But the one thing that wasn't factored into, well, maybe it was. I shouldn't say that. I apologize. I think it was factored in. When you watch Jeter, you've probably watched him on film when he was in high school. When you watched him, though, and this is something I took away from it. He didn't have the greatest body control. And that's something that I was mentioning Sal Frelick. We were talking about him moments ago. That kid has some tremendous body control. Right. I mean, tremendous. Jeter didn't have the greatest body control. And that's a lot of high school kids, by the way. He didn't have the best body control. So maybe that factored into some of the grades in regards to his arm strength, the accuracy, the fielding, the footwork. That all could have factored into that part of the report as well, telling the player development department he needs to learn body control, and he may be able to shatter those numbers that I put down on the report. I don't
Right.
know that, but that could be a factor.
Yeah, I mean, I watch his high school video
Mm-hmm.
and I compare it to some of the international players that are
Yeah.
a year or two younger than him,
Yeah.
that just signed for millions of dollars,
Right.
and they blow him out of the water. It's not
Yeah.
even close. Doesn't even look like the same person.
Right.
So, like, I don't think Jeter was, he's a cold weather guy.
Yeah.
And I don't think he jumped off the page
Right.
from anything I saw, like some
Mhm.
of these guys do nowadays that have been working on footwork. Jeter was just natural.
Yeah.
And then he got into pro ball and he developed so much, where
Mhm.
so many of these young guys now are trying to develop when they're 12 and 13 years old on footwork and how to get around balls and how to throw harder and how to hit. I think it's a different game.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah, I'm watching it right now. It's called Derek Jeter. It's
Mhm.
from September. Well, it's from about that same day, May 12th or something. But the video was posted on September 13th.
Mhm.
Like, I mean, there is nothing watching him field ground balls that would make me say this guy's going to be a professional baseball player. Nothing
Really?
at all.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or at least or at least average, or at least an average major leaguer.
Yeah. I mean, he looks like an average high school shortstop.
Yeah. Yeah.
Again, he's just doing in and out. It's just,
Yeah.
take it. It's not his game video. Maybe all of a sudden the game comes on and you're like, whoa.
Yeah.
But
Right.
you watch him, he's kind of tall, he's lanky. You're right. He's like an unfolding lawn chair a little bit.
It's not
And
pretty. Right.
It's not the Jeter we know that
No.
showed up 3 or 4 years later. That's
Yeah.
amazing to me. I don't think I've ever watched this video. I urge you all to do that.
So really, that scout probably got more of it right than he did wrong. Because I mean, the video
Yeah,
that you're
no,
saying Jeter doesn't look good on video. I
based on
agree.
what
He looks
see,
awkward.
Right. There's nothing that would say 60, like much more than 60 on there
Right.
for anything. But again, this is just in and out. I haven't, I'm sure there's more videos.
Yeah.
But yeah.